So, you know how you said Brahma is the creator of the universe? So, when my mom makes some like sabji or saag, she's the one who created the sabji. So how is Brahma the creator when my mom created some sabji?
Can you repeat?
So, do you know how you said yesterday that Brahma is the creator of the universe and everything in the universe has been created by Brahma? So, for instance, my mom created some sabji. So, my mom is the creator of the sabji. So, how is Brahma the creator of the sabji that my mom made?
Who's the creator, my mom or Brahma?
So, who's the creator, my mom or Brahma?
See, the activities or the functions which are done by us, on prima facie we feel that we have done those activities or we have fulfilled that. But ultimately, as Brahma has created us, and am I different from Brahma? Can I say that I have some separate identity?
No.
Yeah. So ultimately, if I am doing anything, ultimately the activity is completed by Brahma and not by me.
Okay. Thank you, Raja.
So nothing in this universe can be explained separate from Brahma. Not even non-living objects and not even living organisms. So everything is just connected with the Brahma. And if it is connected with the Brahma, or Brahma himself is in all the names and forms and functions, so we cannot say that if I am doing anything, it is not the Brahma who is doing. I cannot say this, because ultimately who am I? Even you are the form of Brahma. That's why.
Okay. Thank you.
It's a different thing that for managing the universe, for managing the activities, Brahma makes something independent and let us do all those activities. And we consider that it is being done by me and not by Brahma. And therefore, I will be bearing the good and bad results of whatever sort of functions I have done. So if I have done some good karma, I will be receiving the good result. And if I have done the bad activities, I will be receiving the sin for the same. So Bhagavan manages the universe like that. But ultimately, as I am a form of Brahma only, therefore I cannot say that I was not created by Brahma or I am different from Brahma, and therefore my activities are not supposed to be considered as the functions of Brahma, but as independent activity. This cannot be said. Anyone else? Okay. Then who is it on? Yeah. So yesterday we were talking about the two type of cause, instrumental cause, material cause. So yesterday we understood Upadan Karan and the Nimitta Karan. These are the two type of causal materials. For not able to see my video, I have kept it on. And even internet is working properly. Not problem from my side.
Yeah, we're able to see it, Raja. Only thing is in a horizontal position માં કરી દો ને તો પેલો સ્ક્રીન ફૂલ આવે વર્ટિકલ ની જગ્યાએ. Like phone horizontal position.
Okay.
No, other way around. આ તો flip થઈ ગયો.
અત્યારે મારી પાસે ડેસ્કટોપ એપમાં હું યુઝ નથી કરતી, મારા ફોનમાં છે. સો આઈ થિંક આવી રીતે જ રહેશે.
Okay, that's okay. એ પેલું સ્ક્રીન લોક થઈ ગયો હશે એટલે that's okay.
હા, હું નેક્સ્ટ સેશનમાં કરી દઈશ. Yeah. So, as we understood yesterday, that there are two types of causal material. The one will be upadan karan or material cause, and the second one will be nimitta karan or efficient cause. So, clay will be the material cause for pot because the clay itself is shaped in the form of pot. And the causal material which cannot be separated after creating the product is known as the material cause, and the efficient cause will be the material which is used in creating an object, but it can be separated from the object. For example, the potter, the wheel, the stick he uses, all these materials are used in producing a pot, but they remain separate from the pot, but clay cannot remain separate from the pot. So these are the two types of causes which are counted in creating any of the object. Now I wanted to know that any one of you have a doubt in understanding the two definitions. Are these two clear? If it is, then I may switch with the new explanation. Fine. So, Mahaprabhuji wants to explain that in the worldly objects and in the worldly materials, the material cause and efficient cause are different. For example, in the case of pot, material cause is the clay and the efficient cause are the other materials. So they aren't the same. It means efficient cause and material cause, they aren't one, they aren't same. But in the case of this universe, this Jagat and Brahma, efficient cause and material cause are not different. The reason is that in this universe, we don't have anything other than Brahma. As we understood yesterday that Brahma is Ekameva Dvitiya, and nothing in this universe exists other than Brahma, because Brahma is the unlimited one in the context of place, time, and form. So there can be no such place where Brahma is not present. There can be no such time when Brahma was not present or Brahma won't be present. So Brahma is infinite in the context of place and time. And same way, there will be no such form in which form Brahma is not present. So if in these three contexts Brahma is unlimited, it would mean that there can be no such material which is different from Brahma or which is distinct from Brahma. So ultimately, as Brahma itself creates itself in the form of universe, so in the case of universe, Brahma is the material cause and Brahma is the efficient cause. So in the case of universe, the two types of cause, efficient cause and material cause, are not different. They both are same. Brahma himself is like the clay, is the material cause, and Brahma itself is the efficient cause. It means all the supportive materials which are used for creating any material, even in that form Brahma itself creates. So the title given is that Brahma is the non-different instrumental and material cause. In our term, write down the term, we will say abhinna nimittopadana karan. A-B-H-I-N-N-A, Abhinna, Nimitto, N-I-M-I-T-T-O, P-A-D-A-A-N, Abhinna Nimitto Padana Karan. I'll be write down in the group. So if there is any mistake, you will correct it. The Abhinna terms mean that one which is not different. Upadan Karan is the material cause. Nimitta Karan is the efficient cause. So what Mahaprabhuji wants to explain is that in the case of Brahma and this Jagat, this universe, Nimitta Karan and Upadana Karan, efficient cause and the material cause, are not different, they are one. Therefore, it is Abhinna Nimitto Upadana Karan. Abhinna will mean non-different. The one which is not distinguished, the one which is not different. It is known as Abhinna, the one. So, Abhinna Nimitto Padana Karan will mean that where the efficient cause and the material cause, both are one, both are not different. So, Brahma is the Abhinna Nimitto Padana Karan of Brahma. It means he himself is the material cause, he himself is the efficient cause, as nothing other than Brahma exists in this universe. So if Brahma has to create the universe as an object, as a product, Brahma has to use himself, his attributes, as material cause, and Brahma has to use himself as the efficient cause. Is that clear?
No, can you please repeat what you said?
Sorry?
Can you please repeat what you said?
Yeah. See, in the worldly objects, as we understood, that in the case of pot, in the creation of the pot, efficient cause and material cause are different. The efficient cause will be the stick, the wheel, the potter, water, etc. The things which are used in the creating process of the pot, and the clay, it will be the material cause. So all these, the efficient cause and material cause, all together merge together and create the pot and result in the production of the pot. Now, in the case of Jagat, what Mahaprabhuji wants to explain is, as nothing other than Brahma exists in this universe, there is no existence of anything, any such material which is different from Brahma, which is away from Brahma. So Brahma himself has to be the potter and Brahma himself has to be the clay. So efficient cause and material cause both are the same, the Brahma himself for the creation of the universe. In worldly objects, we find that efficient cause and material cause are different, but in the case of universe, they aren't different because nothing else exists other than Brahma. So Brahma himself has to become the potter, Brahma himself will have to be the wheel and the stick and the water, Brahma himself will be the clay, and ultimately the product, the pot, even it will be Brahma himself. So,
okay, thank you.
The efficient cause and material cause, they are not different in case of universe. In worldly objects, we find that they are different things. It means wheel cannot be the material cause because wheel is separate from the pot. But the clay is material cause as it cannot be separated from the pot. But in the case of universe, it is not so because Brahma himself creates his own self, his own attributes. So Brahma himself is the potter, he will give the shape to his own attributes, and the Sat and Chit attribute of Brahma, they are the material cause. Because Brahma cannot be separated from the universe, so Brahma is the material cause. And same way, if we want efficient cause even that is the Brahma himself, because there is no one in this universe who is different or distinguished from Brahma. And therefore, as Brahma is in each and every name and form and function, we cannot separate the material cause and efficient cause in the case of universe. They have to be the same.
Okay, thank you. I understand now.
Fine. Can you explain?
So you're saying that when the potter is creating the pot, they have to use udapankaran, which is the material, which is the actual clay, and nimitkaran, which are the actual materials, the wheel, stick, water. And in that case, they're both different. But when it comes to the universe, they're both the same, because Brahma is the material, which is udapankaran, and the nimitkaran, which is the tool to make the actual universe.
The reason is that nothing in this universe can ever be distinguished from Brahma. As we understood that the Sat attribute means to exist, and the Chit attribute means the consciousness. So it means that Brahma is only existing. It means he has the unlimited existence, and therefore whatever is created, it has to be the form of Brahma, the output of the attribute of Brahma himself. So one cannot exist if he is not formed out of the attribute of Brahma. So even for our existence, because Sat is the attribute of Brahma and it cannot exist without Brahma. So we can understand that material cause and efficient cause both are same in the case of universe. They aren't different.
Understood. Thank you, Raja.
Yeah. Anyone else? Any confusion regarding this concept?
Pranam Raja. I have a different question. So yesterday you explained Ekam Eva Advitya, and then you said Ekam Eva means Bhagwan is the one and only, and Advitya means there are no other entities besides Brahm. So I was wondering, both those words are synonyms, so why do we need both of them to describe Brahm?
We have to explain this because as we understood now that material cause and efficient cause, these are the two types of causal materials which are used in creating any object. There are some philosophy, we'll be understanding those from the next topic only. There are some philosophies which don't accept that Brahma is the material cause. They accept that Brahma is like a potter who provides the shape to the attributes, to any such material, creates the universe. But Brahma cannot be considered as the material cause. He can just be considered as the efficient cause. Now, if we are not considering Brahma as the material cause, then material cause has to be different from Brahma. And if it has to be different from Brahma, then Brahma won't remain Ekameva Advitya. He won't be the one and only. He will have something else with him to exist. And if there is something else which is existing, which is distinguished or different from Brahma, then Brahma won't remain infinite either. Because if we are saying that Brahma is infinite, then Brahma has to be infinite in all the perspectives. And his infinity will be, we will break the concept of the infinity of Brahma if we are accepting anything else which is different or distinguished from Brahma. Now, Advitiya term has to be added because Brahma is one and only. Ekameva, it means he is the only one. Advitiya will mean that there is no one else other than Brahma. Now, the existence can be of many varieties. For now, you may understand that something exists in the form of existence and something else which will have illusionary existence. For example, when I am standing in front of mirror, as an entity, I am the only one. But my reflection, which I can see in the mirror, even it exists, but it is in the form of illusionary existence, and it doesn't exist really. In the real, if we remove the mirror, I won't be there. It means my reflection won't exist. So the existence has many varieties. The real existence, the reality is a different thing, and there are some type of illusionary existence also. So if someone says that we are ready to accept that Brahma is the only one who is existing, but we can accept the illusionary existence of Maya, for example. So, but as the illusionary material will exist for some moment and it will be destroyed after the second moment, same way the Maya will be destroyed. So Mahaprabhuji wants to explain that we don't even accept the illusionary existence of any other material other than Brahma. So in this case, the argument can be given that my reflection is just the illusionary existence. On the real ground, I am the only one entity. But in spite of accepting the only my existence, I am accepting the illusionary existence of my reflection in the mirror. So like this, if someone says that we can accept the illusionary existence, or for example, nowadays we have a complete virtual world. So for example, you are able to see me and I am able to see you in the screen. You are listening to me and I am listening to you. But we are in this phone, in this technology and internet, we are just existing in a virtual world. On the real ground, you are not present in front of me and I cannot see your physical body. I am just seeing your virtual image. So even virtual reality is the type of existence. So existence is not a small concept in which we can just say that, yeah, I am existing and you are existing. We have to clarify the sort of existence. So we would say that in America, you have real existence on the real ground. In India, I have my existence. But for now, we are able to see each other not in the real form, but the virtual images. So virtual images is not even real. On the real ground, it doesn't exist. It means the virtual world which we are able to see. But we cannot even say that it is non-existent because it has some sort of existence on the ground of technology or the virtual world. So same way, if someone says that we accept that Brahma is the ultimate reality, the only reality, as you are reality in the USA and I am reality in India. But as we are seeing our virtual images, same way, can't we accept the illusionary existence of Maya, Avidya, Anu, etc. So we say, we negate that no, not even the illusionary existence of anything else other than Brahma can be present, can be accepted. And therefore, the Advitiya term has to be placed. The term Advitiya will clarify that Brahma doesn't have any second one other than him. In any form, in any sort of existence, in any sort of form, nothing.
Ji Raja, I understand. So you explained that the term Ekam Eva claims that there's nothing else except Brahm, but we have to add Advitiya, so it smashes all other ideas of having illusionary existences. So that gets rid of the idea of having Maya, and it claims that no other thing exists in the universe except Brahm, because that would negate his value or his power.
Yeah. So the major point is that if we are accepting existence of anything in this universe other than Brahma in any of the form, it will break the infinity of Brahma. Brahma won't remain infinite if there is anything else. If I say I am infinite, it would mean that I am the only one. But if you and me, we both are existing, it means that even you are finite, even I am finite. Because if I am infinite, infinity cannot be counted. And whatever is inside it has to be in the form of infinite only. But if we distinguish, if we say that it is different and distinct, then it means that even I am not infinite and you are not infinite. Is that clear?
Yes, Chacha, I understand.
Yeah. And that's why Mahaprabhuji negates those philosophies which accept that Brahma is only the efficient cause and not the material cause.
I understand.
Yeah. Shankaracharya ji, Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya, and the Nyaya school of Vedanta, all these are the philosophies which don't accept that Brahma is the material cause. They just accept that Brahma is the efficient cause, but the materials are different. And therefore, Mahaprabhuji doesn't accept these philosophies. Because Brahma has to be the material cause, otherwise it will be breaking the infinity of Brahma. Then what will be the material? If atom is the material, if Maya is the material, then it means that atom and Maya are different entities from Brahma. And if they are different, then Brahma doesn't remain infinite anymore.
Ji Raja. So are these other versions, are these part of different sects, these other beliefs?
Yeah, there are many philosophies. We'll be learning them in the same chapter. But as you asked, I clarified it now that there are such philosophies, the schools of Vedanta, which don't accept Brahma as the material cause and just accept that Brahma is the efficient cause, the creator of the universe. Like potter creates the pot out of the clay. So Brahma is the potter, Brahma is not the clay. So there are such philosophies which have such understanding, but Mahaprabhuji doesn't accept such thought. Because Brahma, if we say that Brahma is not the clay, then the counter question will be that from where the clay came. And if the clay is existing other than Brahma, then Brahma is not infinite. He will be finite. Because there is something which will be existing other than the place, time and form of the Brahma.
Ji Raja.
Fine. So, let's conclude here. Yes.
Okay, Raja. So, are you saying that the illusionary or the virtual existence, whatever the existence we are seeing, eventually that is our existence, but since we are part of the Brahman, and that's why that illusionary or the virtual images of ours, that is also the part of Brahman. That's why it's we have to say that it's Brahma, and that's why we can say it's Aditya.
Yes. We differentiate among the various varieties of satta, the existence. And if there is any such satta, it has to be the existing form of Brahma only. Because the sat attribute doesn't exist anywhere other than Brahma. So, the virtual reality, illusionary reality, or the worldly reality, everything has to be the varieties of existence, the sat attribute of Brahma only. In the next class, I will try to provide the chart in which we can discuss the various type of varieties of existence or the sat attribute. It will be clear after that.
Jijay, Pranam. One more. Sorry. Jijay, Pranam,
one more question. કે એક શરદ બાવાના એક ઓડિયોમાં rope અને snake નું example હતો કે if I'm touching your rope and if I feel like a snake, but there should be a snake exist somewhere. So it explains the same concept, or is it something different concept?
No, it is the same thing.
Okay, thank you. Jessica.
We will be going in the detail in the next class. It will be clear after that. Fine. So let us conclude here. Today we will be continuing in the next week.
Dandavat pranam.
Raja.